Good morning, welcome to another weekly vlog. I've just showered, as you can tell. So it is currently 9:15. I'm just making some bacon sandwiches. And then this morning I'm going to edit the weekly vlog from last week. And then we've got a man coming to the house. I can't remember what his job title is. He checks energy ratings. We need a new EPC certificate on the flat before the estate agents can put it back up for rent when we move out. So he's coming around to do that. Don't know what he needs to do for it. Our water tank and stuff is up in the, we've got, I don't know if you can see here, that's the loft hatch in our kitchen, so I'm assuming I'll need to go up there, but other than that, no idea. So I'm just gonna edit my vlog and let him do what he needs. And then we don't really have any plans this weekend. It's Joe's dad's birthday tomorrow, so we're gonna drop round Prezzi's, little doorstep drop. I don't think the weather, it's Monday, isn't it, that we can go out in the garden, so it doesn't matter anyway. I was going to say we can sit in the garden, but never mind. But other than that, we have no plans. I think it'll be quite a chilled one. I spent a lot of last week evenings and stuff, I've just like breathed in some water, so now and then I had like a little coughing fit, so now my like throat is struggling. But what was I saying? Yeah, so all through last week I spent a lot of time in the evening like doing house stuff, like sorting out BT and calling Yorkshire Water and stuff. So this weekend I'm doing nothing, we're just chilling, and I'm really looking forward to it. So I'm gonna go make some bacon sandwiches now. So making these sandwiches, I'm also shrinking my Invisibobbles. If anyone else uses them, I use them because it stops my hair breaking and it stops me getting like hair ache. And I've let them get right like big, and I need to wrap them around my hair about 8 times now. So if you don't already know how to do this, you just drop them in some boiling water. So now they're all little in the bottom of the boiling water. They've all like shriveled and shrunk back up to the normal size. Productive. I've been meaning to do it for ages and I kept forgetting. So the dude that came to do the EPC certificate has just gone, and I don't know if I've told you this before, but Wise absolutely hates it when strangers come into the flat. Like, he's a really timid little thing with strangers, especially men. I think it's because they've got low voices, and I've just come to find him, and look where he's hidden. This lives on the back of our door, so we had to take it off, but look where he's hidden. Baby, you okay? Are you okay, darling? He's gone now, it's okay. He's gone. Oh, you look so cute. He's gone now.
Oh my god, as if he is.
He normally goes under the bedding, but he's just gone under the little fold. Oh, darling, I know. I just came in and saw him and I was like, I couldn't stop laughing. But what we need to do now is the key part. So Joe has to carry him around the flat to show him that the person has now left, and then he's fine. Sweet pea is gone.
Should we go for a little
Come
tour?
on.
Come on.
We'll show you, look. So he'll like, he'll look really like shocked, but. And he'll look around the rooms like, is he gone? Is he gone? Look, he's gone, darling, there's no one there.
Empty. Yeah.
Look.
No one here. Look.
All gone, all empty, look.
All empty. Look.
We have to take him around every single room. It's so funny.
Not here.
And he's like, oh. And the bathroom. He's so precious. My god, that dude. He was lovely, but we had his life story.
Like, literally?
Literally his life story. So when our landlord messaged us saying he was coming round, she was like, I will warn you, he's really chatty. And like, we heard all about his mum having Parkinson's and him having to live with her and losing his job in the pandemic, and some story about him going to Brixton and living with a stranger for a while. Like, it was just the weirdest half an hour of my life. He was really nice though.
Oh yeah,
like,
harmless.
Totally harmless, just
At least he was somewhat self-aware.
Yeah, he was a bit like, I'm gonna go now, you probably think I'm a nutter. Hello! Long time no see. Happy Monday. I didn't vlog at all yesterday, and I barely vlogged on Saturday. For no reason other than just kind of forgot. We didn't really do anything. We started watching Below Deck on Sunday, and it just kind of took over our day. It's very good. I need to put my aircon on, it's bloody roasting in here. 18 degrees according to my thermostat on my car. But yeah, so we just kind of wasted the day away watching Below Deck, which, by the way, is fantastic. I can really see why everyone loves it. It is addictive as hell. But and we just had a really chill weekend, so I just kind of completely forgot to pick my camera up. I need to go to Aldi, but like, someone's parked right behind me and right in front of me, and the person right behind me is right up the back of my car, and the person in front of me is right up the front of my car, so fuck knows how I'm gonna get out. I can't wait till I don't have to parallel park anymore. I'm gonna take my jacket off, you know, guys. I need to take my bloody jacket off. So to make up for the lack of weekend content, I've decided to do a little baby Q&A in amongst this vlog and ask on Instagram, and got some really good questions, so I'm going to do that probably tonight whilst I'm cooking, just to add something of interest to the vlog. And other than that, there's nothing to really report. Going to Aldi. Oh, I passed my 6-month probation at work today, that was nice. Had my call with HR, that was nice. Apparently I'm doing a good job, which we always like to hear. So yeah, I just feel really run down today. I haven't slept very well the last couple of nights, and I just, like, my body can feel it, so early night tonight, I think. I hope. We'll see. I always say that and it never happens, so I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna go to Aldi now. I'm gonna try to get my fucking car out, so see you in a bit. Hello, it's still Monday. I just forgot that I'd already vlogged today. I'm just back from Aldi, and I'm just about to make some dinner. We're having grilled sandwiches. Well, yeah, well, toasted sandwiches, I guess, with chicken, pesto, some red tomatoes and mozzarella. So it's going to be delicious. And to make up for the fact that I barely vlogged this weekend, I'm going to do a little Q&A that I did on Instagram earlier this week. So, I'm going to get my chicken cooking and then I'll answer some questions. I didn't click record. Fuck my life. It's fine, I was only answering one question. At least I didn't do like a big spiel and then realise I wasn't recording. Lol. What I was saying was the most asked question in my little Instagram, please ask me questions for my Q&A vlog, was, have I found started looking for my wedding dress yet? And in short, no, I have not. And I probably won't be for a little while. The wedding isn't actually until 2023, so we're still just over 2 years away from the actual date, and with COVID and stuff, like, everything's been shut. I've not seen most of my bridesmaids in the best part of a year, some even longer, and I want them to be there, so it's just no, and I probably won't start looking until end of 2021, beginning of 2022, and we're kind of approaching the year till the date mark, just because we've got other stuff to focus on, like house, actually planning the wedding. So we'll see. It's very, very COVID dependent at the moment, which is fine, and we're not in a rush because, like I say, the actual date isn't for ages. So next question. Moving house, are you getting removals or are you doing the moving yourself? I would say that I'm doing it myself, but I probably won't be doing a lot of it. And I'm not going to kid you into thinking I'll be doing a lot of it, but Joe's dad is a plumber and he has a big truck, and he's also just a very, very handy man to know. He can do a lot of things, and my car has a really big boot, and my dad also has like a big estate, so we'll be doing it ourselves. As well as all those reasons, we're moving out slowly because we've got to get the floor done in the new house before we actually move in, and then we'll have sort of like a week to actually get everything moved out of the flat. So we're going to do it slowly. We're not going to like try and do it all in one day or one weekend, so for that reason as well, we don't really need movers, so it's a cost saved essentially. What habits have you made in the last year that you want to keep up as we go back to normal? Oh, that's a nice question. Generally, being a bit slower, I've really actually quite enjoyed, minus the horrible cold weather, I've actually really enjoyed being and spending a lot of time in the flat. And I will continue to really enjoy spending a lot of time in the new house, I think. On top of that, sort of putting myself first a bit more, like at my old job, I was just knackered 24/7 and they didn't treat me very nicely, so I got a nice new job that treats me well and the hours are great and the workload's fantastic, and it was kind of that first step for me prioritising myself. So I'd like to continue doing that as well. Focusing on time with family and friends, like quality time. I think because we've not seen people much in the last sort of like year, it's made me really miss seeing the people that I love the most. So when we do get to see them every so often, like obviously we saw them in the summer, most of them, it made it feel more special and I really miss it, and I think I took that for granted a lot before lockdown. So that's something that I really want to be mindful of as we're coming out, like actually prioritising time with my fave people. I think that's it. Saving money. The saving money thing I'd like to continue. We've actually saved quite a good amount in lockdown. We spent a lot of money on takeaways, but in general we've saved quite a bit of money, and that can please continue because we have a wedding to pay for. First thing you'll do when restrictions lift. Well, restrictions have actually started lifting today and I've done nothing, so lol. No, hopefully on Saturday, if the weather holds up, I'm going to go into a friend's garden for a few hours, which I would love. That will be the dream. The weather forecast is a bit iffy, so it does just depend, but that's going to be the first thing that we do, probably. And then when the restrictions lift in April, we'll probably have a few people around at the house because people will be allowed indoors and they won't have seen the house yet. So that'll probably would be one of the first things we do. Oh, is that May that it's inside? Oh, I think you're right. What's April then? Is that restaurants?
Beer gardens.
Oh, beer gardens. Yes, of course. I keep thinking that the beer gardens thing and the people being outside is the same thing. Okay, well in April, one of the first things we'll do is probably go for dinner or go to a pub and sit outside and do that because I miss it so much. And then May, one of the first things we'll do is get people around to the house because barely anyone will have seen it. Like, our parents will have seen it because they'll be helping us move, but no one else will have seen it. So that'll be the first thing we do. In May, we have like 2 of our closest friends and their partners. So there's like a little friendship group of 6 of us, which just works so perfectly with the rule of 6. So that will probably be one of the first things we do when that's allowed. Just, yeah, going to the pub, going to a restaurant and seeing friends, that's like all I'm really bothered about. Especially before everything's like properly back to normal. When things are like properly back to normal, I want to be at a gig or a festival like ASAP. Like as soon as possible. What decorating plans do you have for the house? Not many, if I'm honest, but that's because we've not seen it yet. Like we've not seen inside the house yet, so we don't have many plans. We know that we think that we'd quite like the bedroom to be like a dark blue or a dark green. We know that we're probably going to keep the lounge area white because that's the colour that it comes, and it's like a huge room with really, really tall sloped ceilings. I'm not painting that. It's far too much effort and it will cost far too much money in paint, so that will probably stay the same. Other than that, we've not really decided on much because we've not seen it and we've not measured up anything yet, so everything's very hypothetical at the moment. Where would your honeymoon holiday be? We haven't actually decided, have we, babe?
No.
We've not actually given it much thought. We've talked about it once or twice and we've said we'd like it to be long and we'd like it to be chilled. So we're not... Oh yeah, 3 weeks in a Sensatori.
3? Oh,
2 then.
yeah, we've got an annual week, that's 3.
No, that's true. But yeah, we want chill. We did talk about doing like a 3-week honeymoon where we either went to Italy or Spain, or maybe a 2-week, I can't remember. But we said we'd do Italy or Spain and spend a week sort of like doing a couple of little city breaks and then spend another week or 2 weeks in an all-inclusive just chilling. and I still quite like that idea. But whatever we do, I think it is going to be very chill. I'm all for big holidays, and I've got a lot of places on my list that I would like to go eventually. Like, we both really want to go to Japan. I'd really like to go to America. We'd like to go to New Zealand, but they're all quite busy holidays, and I think for a honeymoon we just want to be as zen as possible. So probably somewhere quite basic, but fancy basic. So like Spain or Italy or Greece or somewhere like that, but in like a really nice hotel. I mean, don't get me wrong, if I was made of money, it'd be the Maldives. But we're not, so that's probably not going to happen. Do you have more piercings? If not, would you like more? I don't. I've only got my nose pierced. That's the only piercing I've got. I've had my ears pierced twice. Both times my body has gone nope and rejected them. And they've like got really infected, or I've got like big lumps in my ears now. And it just was, both times it was hell. I would really love to try again, but what's stopping me is the fact that it was just such a fucking nightmare the last couple of times I got them done. In an ideal world, I'd like the top of my ear done, and I'd like at least 3 in my lobe, and I'd quite like, I don't know what any of them are called, like the middle bit, maybe that bit. I'd like ears with loads of piercings in, but I just don't think my body would, so I don't think that will ever happen, to be honest. So just my nose. That's it, that's all I've got pierced. No tattoos either. How did you and Joe meet? Oh no, that's a good story. I'm sure I've told this story before somewhere, like I'm certain, but obviously I don't know where, so I'll just tell it again. I don't know if you can hear me because this is sizzling. I might finish this sizzling and then I'll come back to you in a second. Okay, so the chicken's done, so I can talk again now. Oh, hold on, I need to get my bread out and in the way of the cabinet door. One sec. So how did Joe and I meet? Now that is a really fun story. So me and Joe got together when we were 15. In case you didn't already know that, we've been together. How old are we now? 27?
Yeah.
12 years. We technically met through a mutual friend, but also kind of through MSN. I actually had a boyfriend at the time. A long-term boyfriend as well. I was with him for a year when I was 14. I am monogamous through and through, apparently. So one of my friends at the time had a crush on Joe, and so I went to see him in a drama performance, because he did drama at school, as a wing woman for my friend who had a crush on him. And when I got there and met him, I was like, oh shit, he's really hot. And then I was just like, oh, you know, I can't do anything, she likes him, whatever. And then we met a second time at a mutual friend's party, and birthday party, and we just spent like the whole night talking to each other, and I just realised that I really, really liked him. So to cut a long story short, I broke up with my boyfriend and got with Joe about 2 days afterwards. And 12 years later we're still together, so it was clearly a good decision. So yeah, that was how me and Joe met. I just asked him if I've got anything and he said no, so we're good. Next question, how tall are you? Shut up. I'm not that short. 5'3", I think. I'm 165 centimetres. I know that because I had to get measured when I went in for my knee surgery, and they did it in centimetres. So how much is that in feet and inches? I am 5'4.9". That's loads taller than I thought.
You know you're 5'5".
Apparently. Nah.
What?
Nah, that doesn't add up. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong. Maybe I was 156 centimetres instead of 65. No, that's 5'1", so that's definitely not right. I'm somewhere between 5'1" and 5'5". I think I'm about 5'3", 5'4"-ish. I think. Who doesn't know their height? That's just ridiculous. Me, apparently. Me. Do you plan on ever starting a family? Yes, we do. We both want children, and we're planning on trying to start having children once we are married. Not because we're like conventional and traditional, mostly because I don't want children at my wedding. Whether they are mine or whether they are someone else's, I don't want them there. But yes, we very much plan on starting a family. How that will happen, obviously, Who the hell knows? But it will happen one way or another.
That's only mildly threatening.
Mildly threatening. I didn't mean it to sound mildly threatening.
One way or another, you will give me a child.
You will give me a child! One way or another. Best beer garden in Leeds. Ooh. My favourite beer garden in Leeds is Hedgerow House, but only when it's quiet. If it's rammed with people, I hate it. But when it's quiet, I love it. I also love Belgrave. I'm trying to think of which other ones exist. It's been so long since we've been to them.
I mean, we've not been to it in absolutely ages, but Lamb and Flag's a good one.
Oh, Lamb and Flag is a cracking beer garden, that's correct. You know where I actually really like to have a drink?
Where?
Everyman Cinema.
Everyman's Terrace is like such a good little secret.
They've got a terrace at Everyman Cinema, and it's always quiet, and they do really nice cocktails for not that expensive. And it's lovely. It's just over Trinity Leeds, so you're kind of overlooking all the domes. It's gorgeous, and it's like a nice little kept secret of Leeds. But it's really nice there, and you don't have to be going to the cinema to go either. You can just go for drinks. I actually really like sitting outside at North Bruco where Little Bowboy is. It's quite a nice little patio out there. That's nice. But I can't think of any more now. That'll do. You only asked me if there was one. No, I said about 6, so you're welcome. Benefits to buying a new build over an old build. Why did you choose one or the other? We didn't actually, technically, we didn't actually choose a new build. We were fully in the intention of buying a normal house, like an older house, because we didn't think there were any new builds anywhere near us. And then saved 20 grand, I think, between us, with the intention of buying a house around the £200,000 mark. Then we found our house on a whim. It had previously sold. I've said this before, but it had previously sold and fallen through. So hold on, I'm just pestoing my sandwiches. So when it came back on the market, I just kind of saw it, and I said to Joe, it was 250 grand, so it was a little bit out of our normal budget. So I said to Joe, like, would we live here? Because it's a bit of an unusual house. And he was like, yeah, I don't see why not, let's go for a viewing. And then we went to see it and we just absolutely loved it. So it wasn't actually intentional of us to get a new build in the first place. It was just kind of happenstance. We were always open to one, and we did actually always like the idea of getting one because at the time it was Help to Buy, so we could get the 5% deposit, but there just weren't any. So we just kind of settled with the fact we probably wouldn't get one. But then we found it. But in terms of benefits of buying a new build over a regular property, it's kind of, there are pluses and minuses to both. Like, I think the best thing about buying a new build is your house is under warranty for 10 years. So if anything major happens to it that's like part of the build or isn't just like standard wear and tear, you're covered to get it fixed, which is a huge bonus, because obviously you can never tell what's going to go wrong in an older house. Anything could go wrong and you'd have to completely pay for it yourself. So that is a big bonus. And the fact that no one's lived in it before as well, I think is just, it's nice. It's nice that it's like your house first. There's something just like really nice about that. But in terms of buying a new build and it not being a great thing, like, obviously there's always problems with new builds, there's always snags. That's just a given. So if that's a problem, then that's a problem. And then delays in moving in. Because it's a new build, you usually have many more delays than you would do in a regular property because of the build completion, and you're waiting for the house to actually be built. You're not just waiting on people to move. So that is a downside. Like, it's taken us 4 months longer than we expected because of build delays. So that is a big downside. But it's not been bad. Like, we've managed. It's not like we've been absolutely desperate to move out and needing to get out of the flat. So it's just 6 one half dozen the other, really. Depends on what financial position you're in, what you kind of prefer aesthetically, and how much work you want to do. The best thing about a new build as our first home is we don't really have to do anything with it apart from paint it, which again is a huge money saver. So it's just kind of personal preference, really, I think. I don't like the, association. I don't like the negative association with new builds. I think people are really mean on them. I think a lot of people are just like, oh, well, it's not going to be finished, and like there's going to be so many snags, there's going to be so much wrong with it, and I just think like it's bullshit. It's not true. There's always going to be snags, there's always going to be problems, but that doesn't mean if you buy an older house that you're going to have absolutely zero issues. So it is what it is, I think. As long as you're prepared for like what could and will happen, I don't think there's any problem with doing either. But I'm done now because my sandwiches are ready. Just need to grill the mozzarella. So thank you for asking your questions. This stray bit of chicken. Thank you for asking your questions, and I hope this has been a sufficient way to fill up this vlog with some content, because otherwise there won't be much in it. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have any more questions, leave them down below, especially house questions, because I will be doing a full move-in, new build, first time buyers Q&A once we've moved. So if you ever have any questions about that, like message me them, leave them in a comment, do whatever you need to do, and that will get answered when I do that Q&A, which will probably be around May time, because we're moving end of April, probably be the end of May sometime that will come out. So thank you for your questions. I'm going to eat my sandwich now. Look how pretty the light is in the flat right now. Golden hour, bitches. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Anyway, I'm going to show you my sandwich. Yes, looks amazing. Yes, look at all that drippy mozzarella. Yes. Hi, happy Tuesday. I've got another green smoothie and I'm really excited about it because I really enjoyed my one last week. I'm by myself again today. Joe's in the office again, and so I'm by myself. I feel awful today. I slept really badly again. I was up like every hour. I woke up at one point and I thought it was like, because I've recently been waking up at like 6ish naturally, which isn't that early, and that's fine. So I woke up this morning and I was like, the sun's not quite risen yet. It must still be about 6ish, because obviously like last week it was light at 6, so it was fine, but now it's dark again. So I was like, oh, it must just be like 6ish, I'll just kind of doze for a little bit. And then I was thinking, I was like, nah, it'd be lighter than this. I don't think, maybe it's earlier, maybe it's like 5:30. And I looked at my watch and it was 25 to 4. And then I just really struggled to get to sleep after that. And I'd already been up like every hour on the hour, just for no rhyme, no reason. So I am absolutely knackered today and I've got a cracking headache. So I don't think much is going to get done today, unfortunately. I'm going to try and do the things on my to-do list that absolutely need doing, and otherwise just kind of have a bit of a slow one, because I feel pants. On the plus side, we are going to see the house this evening once I've picked it up from work, like we did last week. And I'm really excited because I know that the front's been paved now, and I think the stairs might have been started. The developer called us yesterday saying that they had to reposition. So you've seen in the last vlog that they've got like the iron framing for the stairs in, and then they're going to brick and pave around that frame. And she said that they had to reposition the framing. They were slightly off or something, so they had to like undrill them from the floor and then reposition them. So they've not started being bricked yet, which they were hoping to get done last week, but now they'll get done this week instead. And we're hoping that the back windows will arrive this week and they'll start getting fit. And then it's 3 weeks until we get the keys on Friday. So I'm so excited to move. Like I know I don't seem it because I'm so tired, but I am so excited to move. Hello. I don't think you can see me because the sun's behind me, but we're at the house and the wind's coming this way, so I kind of wanted to block the camera. But we're at the house. I'll show you the updates. So if you can see, we have our parking spaces all done, all paved. This right here is going to be a little turfed area. It's right in front of our front door. It's not owned by us, it's owned and maintained by the maintenance company. And then the little paved bit at the back of the mud area is where the bin storage is going to go. So we can literally lean out of our front door and lob things in the bin, which I'm buzzing about. But it also means we've got like a really nice bit of grass right outside our front door, which I just love. It's like a little front garden that isn't technically ours, but I feel like no one else will use because it's right in front of our house.
I mean, it'll still have bins on it, so it's not going to be like...
Barely. just on that little back bit. The rest of it will all be grass. A big area of grass. That's bigger than my mum and dad's front garden. But yeah, and then we've got our 2 parking spaces here, and then the 2 parking spaces next to them are next doors. And the stairs are in. The stairs weren't in last time we saw you. They were for a couple of other houses, but not for ours. And the railings are in as well. So it is all coming along really nicely.
Have you told the vlog that we've supposedly got a kitchen in as well?
I haven't told the vlog that we've got a kitchen in. We can't see the kitchen until we go in, hopefully next week. Keep your fingers crossed for us. But apparently we've been told the kitchen is now in, so that'll be exciting. I wish we could go in and see it. It really annoys me. But the developers are really funny about it. I think it's just developer preference, but whatever. We can kind of, you won't be able to see on the vlog, but we can kind of see up the stairs through the window, and it's not painted yet, but that's fine. That'll be one of the last things to do, I imagine.
Yeah, final decoration.
So yeah, exciting. It's all coming together nicely. 3.5 weeks to go. Hello, it's, what day is it? Wednesday.
Wednesday, my dudes.
It's Wednesday, my dudes. It's Wednesday, but it feels like a Friday to me today. But it's actually more like a Thursday, because tomorrow's bank holiday, so that's why I've got no idea what day it is. I need to move my camera a bit. I look a bit dishevelled today.
Tomorrow's not a bank holiday.
What?
Tomorrow's not a bank holiday.
I meant tomorrow's like a Friday. That's what I meant. Is that not what I said?
No.
Fucking hell. I'm not very well today. I'm okay. I'm not too bad. I mentioned yesterday that I've not been sleeping too good, and I think that that's made me a little bit run down. And I woke up with a bit of a cold, and I'm very slow today. I feel a bit vague. I'm very much looking forward to a 4-day weekend, let me tell you. I think the combination of, hey, we're moving in a month, and my body going, you're not going to be able to sleep for a while, I'm just going to keep you awake for ages, has just made, like, hell on my insides. Which is fine. It's fair, it's only fair. I've not had any sort of illness in like a 1.5 years. No, that's not true. Since January 2020, or February, that's like the last time I was ill, so like nearly a 1.5 years, a year and a bit. Which is like really good going, let's be honest. I actually really hope that when COVID's over, people will still wear masks in like flu season, or just generally in winter when people aren't well, because I'm not at all. It's my first winter ever where I've not been poorly, but the British public on the whole is super selfish, so I don't think that'll happen. But yeah, long story short, I don't feel too cracking. I don't feel poorly, but I don't feel well. That's like where I'm at. That would have been way funnier.
You piece of shit.
The abuse that I receive, I'm joking. I called him a piece of shit first. I'm eating this now. Oh yeah, I'm not. I've just taken it out of the freezer.
I'm Natalie Cassidy. This is what I'm eating now.
That's what I'm doing now. Chocolate brownie ice cream, but it is dairy free, and it is from Aldi. First impressions, it looks like a piece of shit, and that's why we were insulting each other. It looks like
a big old dump.
It looks like soft serve. It looks like super frozen soft serve, which is fine if that's what it's like. But on the front, it looks like a big old chunky ice cream. So we will see. If you didn't know, I am mostly dairy free. Mostly meaning that my body hates some dairy and not others. So I can have cream. No, I can't have cream. I can have cheese, and I can have some milk. Like I can have milk in my tea, and then anything else is just a no-no.
Can't believe you're a selective lactose intolerant.
I know, right? And then I try not to have dairy other places, but sometimes it's just worth it. Like sometimes it's just worth it. So I'm gonna report back and let you know what this ice cream's like. But at the moment it looks shit. But it was only like £1, whereas Ben and Jerry's is like a £5 as standard. So it's gonna have to be really shit for me to not continue buying it for that price. I've tried the ice cream. You know what? It's good. It's really good. But there's not nearly enough brownie in it. Like, I'm already quite far into it, and there's not been any, there's a little bit of brownie peeking through, but I've not actually had any brownie yet. So I guess that's where the price is for Ben & Jerry's, it's all the fillings in it, but still. But it's good, especially for the price. I'd give it a solid 7.5 out of 10. If it had more brownie pieces in, it'd be an 8.5 out of 10. If it was Ben & Jerry's, it'd be a 10 out of 10. Rihanna rates ice cream. Maybe that's a new segment. Why hello there. I'm wearing a new hoodie. Joe got me a hoodie from work. Joe works at a university and he got me a new hoodie. So it's all nice and cozy. It's very big and very cozy, so it's not like an outside hoodie, but it's nice for being in the house. And I feel like it makes me look really pale because I never wear like big dark things. Like I normally wear like grey when it comes to like big hoodie type things, so, but no, it's navy and it's very nice. Hello, happy Thursday, stroke fake Friday, because it is now the bank holiday weekend and we're very happy about it in this house. We're very happy about this. We've just spent the last sort of hour after work scrolling through TikTok and just playing on Spyro. It was great. And now we've just ordered a Chinese for our dins. We've treated ourselves to, how much did it cost, £15?
I think so.
To watch Godzilla vs Kong on Amazon, and I'm so excited. Don't get me wrong, I'm gutted that flipping Ms. Corona had to
Ms. Rona
had to take away the experience of seeing Godzilla v Kong in the cinema. I'm really hoping that places like do like a re-release when the cinemas are open.
I'm pretty sure they will.
Because if they do,
like
we're going.
100%.
I didn't get to see Wonder Woman 1984, don't get to see Godzilla vs Kong. I'm mad about it. I really missed the cinema, and they're like cinema films that I've been really excited for a really long time, so I am really gutted. But it's fine, we're going to close all the curtains, we're going to make it all like dark and cozy in here, and we're going to stick on Godzilla vs Kong, and we're going to watch it with some wine and a Chinese takeaway, which pretty good night if you ask me. Like, I'm actually really excited. We only decided to do this about 3 hours ago and I'm really glad that we did. And then tomorrow, because I keep thinking the vlog finishes today and it doesn't, because it's not Friday. Tomorrow is Good Friday and we have no plans other than we're going to use it productively, and we're going to start clearing out some of the flat and give it a big old clean. I feel much better today on the plus side. I don't feel as ill. My throat's still a tiny bit scratchy, and I've still got like tiny bit of like bunged up, but it's basically gone. So it must have just been like I was feeling run down for a couple of days, so my body didn't know what to do with me. So that's good. Well, hey. But yeah, I feel way better today after I've had 2 really good night sleeps now. So my body just needed sleep, I think. Good afternoon. We are packing a little bit. I say we, bless. Joe is on the floor currently. Hi Joe. We're doing the TV cabinet and we've currently got all our board games out and we're going to box them up, and that's going to be the first box that we pack. And we got these boxes from my mum from her work, and because they were moving some stuff around at her work, so a moving company came and did it, and these were the boxes that they used for some reason. They are boxes from Tea Time Tasties Black Country Big Bag Crunch. 2 times 15 times 80 grams of pork crunch from Black Country Snacks. So they're the boxes we've got for Tea Time Tasties Black Country Big Bag Crunch, and that's what we are using for our packing boxes. So I'm gonna pack a box now. First box! Exciting. First box packed is of board games. That's very like on brand for us. So we went through our CDs ages ago because we had hundreds of them, like hundreds, and we've kept some, and this is what's like left to sell or go to charity or whatever. So we're just looking through them and making sure there's no like little signed tickets or booklets or anything in them that we want to keep. So we have Lies for the Liars by The Used, and it's so old that it's got a little note in it that says text The Used to 99499 for the latest ringtones. Do you remember when that was a thing? MySpace.com/The Used.
I mean, that album is from like 2006.
I know, but that's what I love. That's just amazing. So we've cleared basically everywhere that can be cleared now. We've got a load of washing in that you can probably hear. I'm making a roasted tomato soup for just like lunches for the next sort of week. The dishwasher's on. Joe's just cleaned the bedroom. And then I'm going to settle down with some breadsticks and some tapenade and a glass of fizz because it's a bank holiday, and when else can you do that? And yeah, and I've just listened to the Fratelli's new album. It was supposed to come out on my birthday last year, so it's been delayed almost a full year. So I've been waiting for this album for what feels like forever. It finally came out today and I've just been listening to it and it's just so good. I love it. Oh, I didn't tell you how good Godzilla was yesterday. It was amazing. Like, don't get me wrong, it was total trash because of course it is. It's a giant dragon lizard thing fighting a giant monkey. It was just so good. It was just brilliant. I loved it. If you're into sort of like Godzilla and King Kong movies, you will absolutely love it. It was epic. Right, I'm gonna go put my tomatoes in my soup and zhuzh it up. Look at those. Absolutely beautiful. Hello, it is now, it is now Sunday, no it's not Sunday, it's Saturday. This 4-day weekend is freaking me out. It's Saturday morning, and because yesterday felt like a Saturday, I completely forgot to sign off the vlog, so sorry about that. So I hope you enjoyed this weekly vlog. If you enjoyed it, please like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. I think I'm nearing 2,000 subscribers, I think, off the top of my head. So if you could subscribe, it would mean the world. I'm just making a brew, and then we're going to watch Drag Race, and you'll see that in next week's weekly vlog. So see you later guys, hope you enjoyed. Bye.